Greetings, Truth Gathers family and everyone. I'm so happy to come to you with what I consider to be good news. God has really been blessing our church. We have entered into the fourth quarter, and God has given us a strategy to finish strong by giving us a name, Fourth Quarter Pursue. That's right. And we're pursuing some things with the grace and the wisdom of God. I was so elated. I don't know about you. God really blessed us in this past Sunday service. Um, Gave us a message from the word partnering with God, what it is to partner with God. And so I'm happy to share that we are aware that we have 125 people who have partnered with us in the tithe. All right. Now, I'm not specifically yet talking about the offering, that's the added part, and that's good as well. But specifically, those who do through discipleship and through biblical principle are giving 10% of their income through the tithe to our church. I want to first come out and say thank you for partnering with Truth Gatherers. We're able to do what we are doing because of your giving. And you understand what it is to worship through giving. That's right, 125 individuals are partnering with our church. Let me add this, and counting. Not just counting by faith, but counting in reality. Even on Sunday, as we talked about tithe and the importance of the tithes, some of you have decided to join us in partnering with the tithe. All right. So we have 125 and counting. All right. And that's approximately about 42% of our membership, adult membership, who are giving through the tithe. So that means there is some room for growth. There is some room for capacity. And we're praying for those who do have that capacity to give 10% of their income to join this church in partnership with the tithe, right? And we want to thank God for those who are also partnering in the offering, right? Partnering in the offering. Those who say, hey, I believe in this church. Currently, I'm not able to tithe. I'm not able to do that. When I budget, when I do my finances right now, I'm in such a place that I have to pay my bills. We honor that. I'm in such a place that I have to take care of my needs, my children. We honor that, all right? And so we know your heart is to get back to the biblical principle. And we're praying for you. We're encouraging you, all right, in your journey. I've been there. I've struggled financially at one point in my life. I can praise God that it's been a long while. It's been a long while. God rescued me, and I'm able to give humbly but gratefully my tithe every week, even when I go out to speak at other churches. And sometimes people bless me. I'm able to take that and give 10% of that. And I proudly boast about the ability to honor God with the fruit of my labor. Um, there's been so many different teachings out there on tithe, and I'll be honest with you, some of it is not biblically correct. Some people think the tithe started with the Levites, and it didn't. It's right there in the Bible, in the book of Genesis. It started with Abraham and Melchizedek. They understood the tithe, honoring God, all right? And then it begins to carry throughout the Levitical priesthood. And some people even think the tithe ended in the New Testament, and it didn't. Jesus honors it in Matthew 23 and 23. You can go look it up. He's talking to the Jewish people. He's talking to the people of Israel, the people of God. And he's telling them, not only should you tithe, but you also should take care of the other areas of humanity and justice. So he was kind of braiding them or rebuking them or correcting them for only tithing and not doing other parts of the Christian faith. So Jesus honors that tithe is a part of how we worship. Okay? And so it's there in the Bible. It's clear as day. Matthew 23 and 23. The tithe didn't end in the New Testament. All right. But God still wants us to give cheerfully and joyfully. And I am so proud that we have 125 individuals and counting who have partnered with our church through the tithe. And we're believing God, all right, over the next 84 days, because we're counting down, that God will touch many of your hearts who have the capacity to say, Pastor, I believe in this church. You all have a board of directors. Your board of directors meet every month. You all manage, because our board of directors have fiduciary responsibility. They manage our church finances to ensure we're on track, all right, to ensure we're meeting the needs that God has given us as a church. And we're proud to say that we're on track to what God has called us to do. And we are proud of our financial integrity. It didn't just start yesterday. We're here today as a church because of financial integrity. Before we even got into a lease agreement in 2008, our first agreement to have a facility, we didn't go into there rushing. Our board of directors was there, and we had $20,000 saved as a little old church for about 17 people. And before we put a lease and went into any type of expenses where we were obligated, we had some money in the bank. And from there, God has always blessed our church because we believe in financial responsibility. That continues even when we bought the facility that we're in now. That's able to house our children's ministry, able to house our worship areas, our fellowship hall, our beautiful campus that we have in Tallahassee, and the campus we have in Monticello. We're able to do that because of monitoring and managing our finances with integrity. I'm proud of it. I would never want to pastor. I wouldn't ever want to be a part. And some of you don't know, my whole career in state government has been in accounting, in administration. That's what I've done. That's what God has blessed me with. That's a part of how I fed my family, all right, through that income that I earned as well through state government. And I'm proud of being able to pay bills. I'm proud of financial responsibility. That's my heart. That's what I do for a living. That's who I am, all right? And our church was able to purchase this facility on High Road. It was a super buy. We got it at a great price. And those who know about equity, we was able to gain equity because of how we approach the purchase. What I'm telling you is we believe in financial and fiscal integrity, all right? And we want to see our church continue to grow in stewardship, continue to grow, and financial integrity in the things that God has for us. And so, yes, we have to talk about money. We have to manage it. It's a part of it. It's the business side of the ministry of souls, all right? So we love you, and I appreciate all the 125 of you and counting who are tithing in the partnership with our church. You'll be hearing more about this partnership and how we just want to thank you for partnering with Truth Gathers Dream Center Church. You'll be receiving an official letter from me talking about what your partnership has done, all right? But because we could not have done what we are doing and will continue to do without you. This is what it's all about, partnering with God. And you're also, when you partner with God, you're partnering with our church. And I look forward to that 42% percentage of tithing increasing throughout the year. Will you consider partnering with our church in the tithe or maybe in the offering? Will you consider that? If you have the capacity to do so, partner with our church, and we'll be glad that you have decided to do so. I wanted to give you that update. We are partnering with God, and when you partner with God through giving, you're also partnering with Truth Gathers Dream Center Church. God bless you. You'll be hearing more from me real soon. Have a super day.